I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze the peel, it comes in. Squeeze banana.
Okay, so here's the thing, because again, some people take things incorrectly from how I said it. So yesterday, I don't want to really spoil my react to the Pro Jared documentary, because if I'm going to talk a little bit about it, because this person's addressing it in a tip, so this is going to spoil a little bit for those who didn't see it. But basically, there's a segment where I don't care. I do not care. I'm probably care less than anyone in America. I don't care about that shit. I guess I'll say minor spoiler alert. If you don't want to know this, plug your ears. But one of the big issues that happens in Pro Jared's documentary in his life is that his wife accuses him of infidelity. But then he reveals that's not true because we were polyamorous, meaning, you know, we were basically married, but we were allowed to sleep around. Okay? To which I said, that is bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
I said, you know, in my opinion, this is my opinion. Other people can disagree, but my opinion is this. If you get married to someone, that is a concrete, distinct commitment. You're actively, as a mature adult, with full knowledge of what you're getting into, you're signing a legal document that says, I want to be with this person and this person exclusively for the rest of my life.
It's like, shut the fuck up.
Now, there's ways to get out of it later on, but that's not supposed to be what you're thinking. You're thinking, this is it. This is a lifetime commitment. If you're in that lifetime commitment with someone, you're supposed to be in a situation where that's all you want. You understand that?
No, shut the fuck up.
That's all you want. It shouldn't be, oh, so I have my marriage, but by the way, I also like to lust over other women or other men. Oh, I also want to have other things on the side. Oh, by the way, I can have waifus and I can watch anime that's perverted. Oh, by the way, I can do this. And like, wait.
Yes.
Then why did you get married? The whole point of the marriage is to say, I'm past that point. I'm no longer a player of the field. I want to be only with this one person forever. That is my romance now. That is it. That's what the step means. It's that you're committing to that situation for the rest of your life. If you're not ready for that, or if you're not sure that's what you want to do, then just don't get married. But what we're finding in modern society is that so many people are just told, you have to get married, you have to get married, you have to get married, you have to get married. Okay, fine, I'll fucking get married. So they're with someone, they're having, they like them, let's get married. And then what happens? Within a couple of years, oh shit, I made a horrible mistake. So now, you're playing video games, lusting over the fucking girls in the games and shit. Watching anime and watching movies, lusting over celebrities. We want a polyamorous relationship. We're going to sleep around. We start cheating on each other. No, that's not what marriage is supposed to be, in my opinion. You can completely and utterly disagree, and that's okay, because that's your ability. That's the cool thing about humans. We all have the ability to have different opinions. But that's my take on it. And so when I'm watching the Pro Jared documentary, and he said, oh, we decided to be polyamorous. No, you didn't. What you decided is that your marriage is broken, and rather than separate because you thought it was going to be too difficult, right, to separate, you decided to fake it and just sleep around, which is not the correct answer. It's just going to lead to more problems. You see?
Because this guy's an idiot.
And indeed it did. If you watch the rest of the documentary, as you can see, as my react continues to unveil this week, you'll see how much worse and worse it got because they did this, okay? So this person tipped $1.50 and said, I don't like your criticism of waifus and people who like that stuff, because what about people who've never had real partners? They're too busy having and enjoying waifus. It's less stressful. That's not what I'm criticizing. Now, by the way, I do wish that more people would be able to find meaningful relationships and have those relationships, because those are the best. The relationship I have with my wife right now is the best relationship I've ever had in my life. I'm happier today, right now, than I've ever been before in my life. 1,000,000%. Okay? So, I wish everyone had what I have. I do. I feel like so many people are looking for what I have and don't have it. This guy is a joke as a content creator. All right? And I feel bad because I think more people deserve that level of happiness, and they don't have it. They don't even understand it. A lot of people don't think it exists. There's people out there that say love doesn't exist. It's bullshit. No, you just haven't had it, so you don't get it. When you have it, you know it, and then you know how much better your life is. And that's sad that people will just sit there and say it doesn't exist because they've never experienced it before. That's very, very sad in my opinion. But listen, there's a whole culture over in Japan of people who are such hard workers, all right, that they don't have time for a private relationship. They don't have time to get into a romantic, monogamous relationship with someone. So to them, the whole go to the cafe, the hostess club, or the host club, and do that and have the virtual relationship that's not real and pay them for that. That's that's how they get their meaningful social interactions. The waifu culture. Oh, this virtual girl or guy, because it isn't husbando and waifu, right?
All right. What's hilarious about all of this is that there's a bunch of people in the stream chat who understand and are like, okay, makes sense. And then there's other things here that people are saying, oh, that's so ridiculous, I don't understand. It's because you're not where I am yet in your life. You're not. You haven't reached the point where you're feeling like you want to move to the next stage of your life where things are more mature, where you have something meaningful like I have. You're not there yet. And I get it, because I wasn't there until the last maybe 2-3 years of my life where I realized, oh shit, things got to get better. This is stupid. You'll get there one day. Most people do. Some people never do. Some people never mature. Some people never get to that point in their head, and they're always this kind of like very ridiculous, immature. I gotta, that thing flies. It doesn't fly for me anymore. You know what I mean?
Those are my virtual companions or whatever, right? Listen, there's a whole culture around that. I'm not gonna sit here to you and say, oh, I condemn it. Oh, it's awful. No, but what I'm going to tell you is I don't understand it because from my perspective, it doesn't make sense. Listen, I was single for a very long time in my life. I was. And yeah, when I was single, well, I was miserable for a lot of that time. But I also knew that having a real meaningful relationship was more important than a virtual one. I never paid for a virtual nonsense. That doesn't make sense to me. But again, that's my head. Everyone's different. That's the thing. Everyone has a right to an opinion. And for those who sit there and say that my opinion isn't valid, well, what makes your opinion more valid than mine? You can agree with me and you can disagree with me, and that's fine. That's discourse. That's the cool thing about a show like this. That's the cool thing about us having interactions like this, is that we can have these different perspectives, and that's fine. I respect your opinion. I respect your right. If you like that culture, right? If you want to have your waifus, you want to have those virtual relationships, that's okay. Go for it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you otherwise, because I don't think I'm any better than you. I'm happy with my life. I'm telling you how happy I am with my situation, you see? And I want you to understand why I think this would be a better situation for you. But if you don't get that and you don't agree, that's okay too. But then also you got to respect my opinion too. You have to. You have to respect my opinion, because mine's as valid as yours. All right? Because what Kat and I have is true love.